Irish skies were lit up on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning by a fireball in the sky.
So should we be checking our back gardens for bits of meteorite? Here to tell us more on that and how we can see the planet Jupiter is our stargazer, David Moore. A very good morning to you, David.
Thank you very much.
It's another exciting week in the world of astronomy.
It's a great start to 2011. Last year, we had 3 huge fireball stories in February, September and November. And 2 of them we think fell in the Atlantic Ocean. But the one in September, we think fell on North County Clare. Nobody's found any pieces yet. The one that happened on Tuesday night around 6:10, we're still not sure yet exactly where it fell, probably in the south of the country. And we're asking people to do 2 things. One is, if you know anyone or operate CCTV cameras, check them for about 6:10 on Tuesday. You probably have a record of the flash on the ground, or maybe even the track of the meteorite in the sky. And you go to the website astronomy.ie and report the fireball if you saw it. Very few people do, but that's the only way we can triangulate where we think it landed.
Well, what we're looking at now are file pictures of a fireball. But these things are worth money.
Yes, the one that we predicted landed on County Carlow in 1999. The collector paid about £3,000 sterling for a few bits of rock that would fit in a mug. It's not bad if you find a few interesting looking rocks.
£3,000, that's a nice price.
Worth that much, yeah. And that was 1999 prices, and sterling as well, remember.
OK.
And he later went on to try and sell parts of that one for $500 a gram, which was at least 10 times, probably more times the price of gold. So these things are better than gold dust if they don't hit you and you find them afterwards. So you never know.
Everybody watching this morning, look in your garden. Isn't that right?
Take a good look.
And if we do predict where it happened, you want to get involved in the search, again, go to the website, sign up as a friend of Astronomy Ireland. That's free of charge, and that's where we'll be announcing where we think it fell.
OK. Jupiter still in our skies, but not for much longer.
Yeah, next month it'll be gone. So we're going to have one last bash to show people the planet Jupiter up close in telescopes. Really powerful telescopes at locations all around the country. The full details are on our website. We have some pictures here now of spacecraft that have flown past Jupiter. So we're spoiled now with these photographs that show us the cloud belts up close. But it's a huge swirling ball of gas. You'd have to squash over 1,000 Earths together to get something as big as Jupiter. You can see it in the night sky as a bright white star. If you go out any night over the next 2 or 3 weeks, then it'll be gone. And our Jupiter watch is on Wednesday next week at 7 o'clock.
Now, we've got, is that some kind of comet?
This links nicely into the fireball. In 1994, a comet actually hit Jupiter. We could see the comet going in, and here's an animation of what happened to poor old Jupiter. It was hit by this comet. These black patches, the fireballs, the explosions that you can see on Jupiter, about the size of the Earth. So that was a different scale to what happened to Ireland on Tuesday.
Thankfully.
The object hit us probably on the size of a football, but those objects were about hundreds of metres, maybe up to a mile across. And they caused massive explosions on Jupiter. I think we might even have one picture of Jupiter rotating, taken by some of the telescopes.
I think we do.
That we'll actually be using in the Phoenix Park. This is actually the Galileo probe, which in 1995 went to Jupiter. In 2003, when they were finished with it, they crashed it into the atmosphere of Jupiter to actually measure what it's made of, and it is hydrogen gas mostly, nothing like what happens here on the Earth. It's a crazy planet. There's lots more details of it on our website if you want background to Jupiter, but you want to see it live with its own moons, and even a pair of binoculars will show the moons. We'll be demonstrating that at the Jupiter Watches all around the country next Wednesday, and people can come along and have a close-up look in a powerful telescope to see those cloud belts.
I think we do have those telescope shots now.
Yeah, this is a series taken by Damien Peach, one of the best amateur photographers of the planet. You can see the swirling clouds there. And he's animated it. It doesn't spin that fast in reality. It's been speeded up. But you can see the kind of detail you can see, all these cloud patterns, which change from week to week. So there's always lots to see in a telescope.
He got that shot with a regular telescope.
Yeah. Now, admittedly, it's a top-end telescope, but we actually stock them in our shop in Dublin. So you could technically go in, buy all this equipment off the shelf and make pictures like that, with a bit of practice, of course.
Okay. So for the Zodiac, for the Jupiter watches, just log on to the Astronomy.
Yeah, check the website, astronomy.ie. You'll see the local venues. I'll be in Dublin in the Phoenix Park. We're running our main watch. And this is all to announce our evening classes that are running the week after, also 7 o'clock on Wednesdays. And I'll tell you about Jupiter and all the other planets and everything else. And they're aimed at the general public, no knowledge of science or astronomy required.
I wanted to ask about our star signs. We're going to be changing. I don't know if anyone has heard that. Do we have time to discuss this?
We may have a minute.
Apparently, I'm not really a Libra anymore.
Well, there's been the story that's been around before about the difference between astronomy and astrology, and that is astrologists, they just divide up the path of the sun around the stars into 12 equal houses. And they're called different, the constellations, Taurus, Leo, all that kind of thing, your star sign, if you like. But the astronomers, 1930, they drew actual definite patterns around the stars to make the star shapes that they actually look like. And they dipped into the sun's path, the zodiac, and stole a piece of it. So that technically astronomers have 13 signs of the zodiac, and the astrologers don't. So it's a bone of contention there a little bit. But I have to say, astronomers, and I've looked into astrology a lot, it would be great if it did work. But it turns out there's a lot of psychology going on, but no astronomy, I'm afraid.
Well, listen, don't let the psychics know about that, or else they're out of luck. They're out of job.
Oh, I love talking to them about it.
Yeah, David, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Good to see you again. Okay.